I would also love to see a HD version of this game, because the graphics can look a little grimy. Oh my god. Mind the time limit, Jack. Get over by so much as a second. And what was the time limit here? What did it say? 30 minutes. So now the game actually kind of opens up, because it didn't beforehand. Hold on. Hold your horses. We're throwing this guy where he belongs. Yeah, the animation didn't play, so let's try that again. There we go. Pretty great. Yeah, the soundtrack is so good. It's a lot of it is hip hop, which I love. I love video games that use like hip hop as the background music. And it's a Sega game, so it's in good company with the Knuckles music. So I don't need that. Hopefully the hey, did you see that? Did you see that little poster there? The Gates of Hell, and that logo looked kind of familiar. I'm sorry, I can't let this guy go. He's gotta die. This is one of those games where you center the camera with the same button as the lock-on, kind of like Z-targeting in Zelda. Yeah. This game also does theming really well. Like, each area is different. Like, this is kind of just an urban environment. The next area is probably my favorite and has my favorite set of levels. The one that I thought I was gonna like the best is actually my least favorite, but we'll get to that when we get to it. Roads closed, asshole. I can't think of, like, what else this game reminds me of. Like, there's almost kind of another game that is like this, visually. But, I think this is, like, the only game that really took it to this level. I really like the, because it looks like Sin City, you know? Which is a good look. What the fuck is that guy doing? Murder. I love murder buttons in games. That guy's not having a good one. I forget what the cash does, actually. I forget if it does anything. I also don't know why every time you carry something, Jack makes like a really gross noise with his feet. Not sure what that's about. Come back here. Murder time. Ow, that just looks unpleasant, honestly. Get onto the fucking train tracks, my friend. The train must kill as many of you as possible. There's also kind of some God Hand in here. As it was their last Clover game, I could see... I didn't mean to do that. I really thought I was going to jump on top of it. As it was their last game as Clover, you can kind of tell some of that sensibility carried over. Also, I'm doing this on a new game file, because otherwise those crates would occasionally open up, like, some more... I guess some more, like, broken weapons, like katanas and stuff like that. Dude, my dude. Go in the toilet. It's like Batman v Superman when he just fucking owns him on the toilet. Hold on. Where? What happened to that guy? Oh, they get flushed down the toilet. Okay. That's pretty good, and we truly do like to see that. This is bad because I didn't even look what was happening. I do, however, want to go grab the spiked bat. The spiked bat. A Dead Rising mainstay. This switches your main weapon. Okay, I get it, dude. I know how to play. Batter up. Hell yeah, look at that. Love to see it. More people? Where are they? Come down here. Batter up. Going for nothing but home runs here. Yeah, it would behoove you to kind of run around these areas, check out what's up, because there's usually some good hidden stuff. Obviously, there's the bathroom. There's stuff up here, probably. Yeah, like there's an exploding barrel. This is, I think, eventually going to be the boss area. I also wish that there was a block button. That's one of the other things that I would do differently in this game, is that there's no block button to speak of. Big Bull Crocker. So these are mini bosses. You don't really need to kill them, but they are there. Oh, here he is. Oh, that was a clash moment. I could have went up and did like big damage to him there if we had matched our clashes, but we keep not doing so. Alright, I don't know why this guy's kicking my ass so much. Let's lock on to him first. That, I find, is the best attack to use about basically any boss in this game. Mini-boss or normal boss. The best thing to do against them is to do a jumping attack, because it almost always gets out of their defenses. Every time this happens, I should play that gif of Raffi drums from the Wii Music thing, because that was really amazing. That's always what I think of. Oh, this guy was probably going to try and blow himself up. So, it's good that he's dead. I'm actually going to go back and grab some of those health things that were over here. At least they should be over here still. Yeah, they are. I get it, dude. Oh, I didn't get that one either. Not that it's going to matter. I already have 4 lives. I don't need a 5th one. I would love to see if this game is like optimized for like speedrunning, just to see how fast you go through these levels. Alright, you get out of here, my friend. You and your friends are dead. Yeah, if you double tap the run button, you will start to run. That would have been cool if I got him to go into the dumpster. You also notice that the thing that we're fighting in is called Deathwatch. Or I think it's the group, I forget. I forget what Deathwatch actually is. I'm sure it'll come up in the story, but that's something that I guess they just... Disney stole. Star Wars stole the concept of Deathwatch. They put 2 words together and stole them from this game. That's not what I wanted. I just taunted by accident. I taunted, got a couple people probably behind me, and then, oh, that's what the cash does. It's a distraction. It makes those guys go over to all the money, and then you could just kill them all. So hopefully they stay there, and then the trains just come in. Alright, taunted that guy. Is the train gonna come in? Oh, man. That is rough for them.
Yeah. What we got right here is guaranteed pure satisfaction for that ass. A deep whistle exclusive. The world's fastest express train. A to the motherfucking KA. The Rocket Reba.
God, that character is so over the top. But we like it. We love it, folks. I'm trying to see like if any of those other posters look familiar to me, but there's nothing. There's really just the Bayonetta one. So let's go do the Rocket Reamer. Why not? We gotta make some points, and that's a great way to make points of the challenges. What am I doing over here? There we go. The platforming is also not great. Is another thing I would say as a knock against this game. But you don't have to platform very often.
Hell yeah, Pimp Listen, players, the Black Baron is here to learn y'all a little something in the methods of mayhem. All you got to do to turn some motherfucker out is toss his punk ass in front of the train and watch it get reamed at 120 miles per hour, which is incidentally only about half as fast as I do my reaming. Ain't that right, baby? Yeah, come on, get behind Daddy, show me. Something now!
So, as you can tell, we're just kind of throwing people in here. A lot of these initial ones seem to just be throw the guy over in there. I didn't even notice that guy was there. Well, I killed him anyway. Alright, there's a lot of people over here. This one's not going to be as much unless I knock a bunch of them over. Oh man, game can't handle it. Yeah, as this game is a Nintendo Wii game, it can't really handle a lot of enemies on screen at times, which there's one boss that's going to basically break the entire game because there's a lot of enemies on screen at once, and it's probably the worst boss in the game because of it. Alright, these people need to stay here. This one, not doing too good on. Hopefully people... Hold on, what if I just taunt them onto the tracks? No, I thought that would work. I mean, I still killed, like, a lot of people, though. Not a ton, but that's a good enough score, I guess. Oh, and there we go, the boss challenge. Against Little Eddie. There is one funny line that I remember that John DiMaggio has. When you go fight Little Eddie, John DiMaggio just says, "Why is his name Little Eddie when he's so fucking big?" It's a good line, I like it. The announcer voice that he uses is kind of like halfway between Marcus and Bender, which is also quite funny to me. Where's the challenge? Is it in the tracks, like over here? No, it is not. I know where it is. It was, I think, right over by me. I didn't think I even needed to leave. Right? Yep, it was right behind me. Don't go that way either, Jack. Yeah, they should port this to Switch, or... I don't know who owns this. I don't know if Platinum does or Sega does. They need to port this somewhere. Because I think if this had an up-res, it would look even better. Because like it looks kind of muddy sometimes. Maybe I should have turned the announcers on very briefly, just so we could hear that line, because it is quite funny. Why is he so fucking big? I'm sorry, but that sounds exactly like Gigan. There's a classic Platinum thing right there. Someone swiping a giant metal thing down the middle.
I'll murderalize you!
Happens here, happens in Metal Gear Rising, happens in Bayonetta 2. Probably happens in other ones, but that's all I can think of right now. Yep, I know how to do that. There should be a boss camera, but whatever. So he's probably one of the bigger enemies you fight, and it's, you know, the first guy you do. I don't remember this boss, which means it's not very memorable, and probably not very hard either. I would have to imagine. I don't think I really need to do that, the jump attack. I could probably just stand here and do this. Most likely. Yeah, I mean, sometimes objects blend in together because of the way that the game looks, but, you know, it's fine. A HD version would probably be good, Now, he is one of the few enemies in the game that can initiate this without you having to do a prompt. So, it's kind of strange why they let him do that. Can I keep attacking him? I sure can. Let's not even let him get up. Oh, that's... Why am I going that way? Jack, don't do that, please. Now, I've never played the pseudo-sequel to this, which is Anarchy Reigns, which also has Jack in it. I would love to at one point, though, because I know Bayonetta also is in it. God, this game's so fucking stupid, but I love it. You're a joke! Travis. Alright, let's, that was only 10 minutes, that's pretty good. We like to see that. I do love the little Jack sprite for his continue. So there we go, that's the first level done. Let's move on to level 2, which is Jude the Dude in downtown. I honestly don't remember this character in the slightest, but let's do it.
Jack, are you there? Jack? Jack, where did you go?
I had to take a piss. What, is no pissing in my contract?
There are over 10,000 cameras in this city, Jack. Most of them put here by the government to deter criminals, others by store owners and the like. Death Watch Control uses them to monitor the games. They also use them to score your points. And of course, we're watching too. Only...
The cameras can't see every nook and cranny, I get it. So you want me to hold it unless you're there to catch every last drop?
The only thing my client is concerned with is how game control sees you. This morning's contestant met an untimely death, which meant a considerable financial loss for us. We wouldn't want to lose you too, just because game control deemed you suspicious.
I thought I meant something to you, and now I find out it's just about the money. I feel so dirty.
We just want you to enjoy the game. No, call it a sport.
Of course, like polo, with chainsaws. Oh, now don't worry, 13. I may be a rookie at your little sport, but I'm a fast learner. So let's get going, shall we? Wouldn't want to keep the audience waiting.